All right, great. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Right, my name is Yeevon, so I will be the facilitator for this afternoon. Allow me to use English. I'm a lecturer from TESOL program. Allow me to use my to give you the information in English. Of course, you can type in BM as well. I will try my best to answer you. All right. So in this afternoon here, we are very glad to provide you with the basic skills in doing and completing your PowerPoint presentation. So as soon as I'm sure all of you already entered the classroom, right? And your lecturer has already informed you with a lot of assignments which need to be completed by this end of semester, correct? And one of the assignments, I'm sure you're not going to run away from the PowerPoint presentation, right? So if you have a very good presentation, it will leave a very good impression to your classmates and also lecturer. Of course, if you are having a very informative presentation, you will boost your confidence, and of course, you will be getting more marks if you are able to provide a informative and attractive presentations, right? So that's why mentor-mentee unit, we're considering that we are actually wanting to help you to achieve this. Of course, you want to have a better marks, right? Besides learning all the skills and theories and concepts in the classroom. So without further ado, today we have invited Mr. Danalis. This is our IT expert and also a director of PDM Unicell. He will be sharing with you the basic skills in doing and completing the PowerPoints. I'm sure by the end of the workshop, you will learn how to, you will master the way of doing a better presentation. Right, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Danalis.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good evening to everyone. 2 o'clock already. So thank you, Madam Yeevon, okay. And thank you, Faculty of Education and Social Science for inviting us to this your family day. Actually, it's quite interesting to see you are using the word family, yeah, because it is true. This is how we actually have to approach our students. Okay, we are a family actually. Okay, so without further, okay, I don't want to. Actually, I have to. I was given 3 hours. Okay, I was given 3 hours, and let me share my slide here. Okay, I was given 3 hours, and actually, if you are talking about using PowerPoint, okay, online, and we are doing this workshop online, it's quite difficult. Can you see my slide? Okay, thank you. So hopefully, because I can't see the participant, so actually I was thinking of be able to see them, but it's okay. We are using the webinar, Zoom for webinar, so it's okay. I will be also looking into the chat box, okay, for the feedback later on, right? Okay, so I was given 3 hours, and I will try my best to help. Okay, I will mix in between Malay and English. Okay, I will mix because my first slide is in Malay, my second, and the rest was in English. Okay, but I try my best to do that. So okay, without further ado, can we start? Can we have some feedback from the participant? You know, kelas petang ya. And normally everybody, all the energy going low down already. Okay, so I will start. Okay, let me open my. So for today, what we are going to do is actually to see several types of PowerPoint, or not saying PowerPoint, slides, something like that, slides application that can be used, and we will focus on Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay. Right. So our objectives for today, I line up 9 objectives, but I do not know whether I can cover everything. Okay, with a short period of time, but we'll try our best. Okay. So the first objective is to expose all of you to several different type of slideshow application. There are many, so you can choose whichever you want. But today I was given specifically a topic for PowerPoint. So because I know that PowerPoint is very what you call widely used, okay, it's difficult to find people do not know how to use Microsoft product nowadays. So hopefully all of you be able to do this. And if you are joining this webinar using phone, so you can try to do open your notebook and try to do it as well while I'm showing it. Okay, and then if you are using the same computer, yes, you can switch between windows. Okay, and if you use two monitors, that will be much more easier. So on one monitor, you can see what I'm showing you, and another monitor, you can try around, okay, play around. Okay, so the second one, we are going to see the PowerPoint interface. Okay, we are going to look, not everything, but some of the most important menu in PowerPoint, okay? And the third one is the PowerPoint features that I told you earlier, how to use the text box, insert, and then draw, how to change the design, how to apply the transition and the animation. And number 4 is to create PowerPoint presentation slides. We will make a very simple one, okay? And from that, you try to evaluate your own PowerPoint presentation, okay? And then from that, we are going to insert text, images, videos, perhaps shapes, icon, 3D, even 3D models, smart art, and might probably some charts, okay? And as I told you, we have 9, is it? So the number 6 is apply the design template, okay? Hopefully you can try to apply that one. And apply transition and animations. Then on the maybe before the final one, we are going to save our PowerPoint, and we can save it to several what we call file format, depending on the version that you are using. If you are saving in an earlier version, you can save it to a previous version, something like that. Older computer can be open. The file can be open in older computers. Sorry, okay. And then we can show you how to run the slideshow. And the final one, after we have done all those, we want to see how to make an effective presentation. Okay, hopefully we have time to do all this. Because normally if you want to go until the effective presentation, it will take you 2 days. 2 days, okay, we'll try our best to do this. Okay, let's go to the first one. Slideshow application. There are several, there are many, as I told you. But the one that you're seeing right now on the screen is just few popular. Okay, PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint is very, very popular. Okay, it's easy to use. Even if you can see other third-party application, they are trying to mimicking PowerPoint software. And then other than that, we have free ones that you can use. That is the LibreOffice. Here, over here, LibreOffice. It's a full suite. Full suite. They also have the Word, something like Word, Excel, something like that, spreadsheet, you see. And then they have the presentation, they have the database, and they have the drawing application as well. And then we have another one is Google Slides. Google, what we call cloud-based application. So it's free. Okay, so far it's free. You can use it. It is also try to mimicking PowerPoint. Okay, the older PowerPoint. And normally I will use Google Slide also as well. I'm trying to free myself. Okay, I don't want to be using one only. So we try to manage. Okay, as a student, we try to enhance our what we call our, I'm not saying portfolio, not saying that, but our skills other than PowerPoint, try to use other software as well. Okay, Google Slide, you can work from anywhere. Okay, you can do from your computer. Later on, you can continue from your phone. So this is if I have to work like that remotely or something, I will use Google Slide. And the best thing about Google product, everyone can work inside a one single file. Okay, we don't have to reconcile what you will do later on, you will have a one PowerPoint file. Once you've done some of the parts, you send it to your friends, and your friends will do the rest and then send it back. So in the end, you will have 4 or 5 files that you have to reconcile. So in Google Slide, you don't have to do that. Everyone can work in the same file. Okay, so that is some of it. But today we are going to focus on PowerPoint, right? So let us go to the interface. How does PowerPoint looks like actually? So let me stop my presentation for a while and open a new file. Okay, a blank presentation. So you can also open if you want to open your blank presentation. So the first thing you will see is actually interface which looks familiar to you. Okay, familiar means that it is something like a Microsoft Word. Okay, very familiar. So this one is an Office 365. Okay, you will have file over here. Okay, you can have home here. You can create new. Okay, once you click new, you can have all these templates, or you just can go with the blank presentation. Okay, it's up to you. You can choose, or you can open the previous presentation that you have done. Okay, and then you can save your file. Okay, and you can save in several formats that you want. Later on, you can print and share and so on and so forth. Okay, so now we go to the next one is home. Okay, let me go through some of the tools we have here. Okay, so I need to switch in between the slides. So we go to the home ribbon. In the home ribbon, we will focus on these few items: new slides, font styles, paragraph styles, shapes, arranged object, and we will look at the intelligent design ideas. Okay, right. So home. Now we have what we call new slide. Okay, we are going to go and try to explore. Okay, the nice thing about using a computer, there's no what we sorry, I'm trying to find the right word. There's no single right way to do. There's no single right way to do. You can explore. Try to do this, try to do that. Your computer won't blow up, okay? So let's say we just click here inside and add a title. For example, my presentation, for example. Okay, and then you can add another slide. So adding another slide, you can click here. Okay, just click here and it will add you another slide here. Or you can choose what type of format that you want. You want title and content, section header, comparison. You want two content, you can choose. Okay, later on we can put all the information that we wanted to, right? So these are the way that you can add new slides inside. And then you can also try to add new slide from this pane on the left pane, okay? By right-clicking. Right-clicking, you can add new slides here, right? Okay, so quite simple. And if you don't want, you can just choose the slide and just press delete on your keyboard. Or right-click here and delete slide. So that's how you do it. Okay, normally in PowerPoint, when you click new slide after the title page, it will give you a content page. So this is a content page, a typical content page. Okay, you have a title here, and then you have a box where you can put on your content. You can put text. Okay, you can write your text. Write text. Okay, normally it will give you in the bulleted form. Okay. All right. If you don't put any text inside here, there will be what we call some shortcut here. I can say a shortcut because you can able to access all these shortcut from the top here, from the insert here. Insert. Later on, we will go on that. But for the moment, we just go through all the things that I've just mentioned. Sorry. Okay, this one. So we are going to see font styles. Okay, let's say you say some text here, and we can play around with the fonts. Okay, yeah, you can. Well, this is a standard item. I think all of you know this, and you can make your text bigger, smaller. Okay, you can make it bold, italic, and put some underline, change some colors. Yeah, these are the things that you can do here. So very, very straightforward. And then you have paragraphing. You want to put your text in the middle. You want to put your text on the right. Okay, all those things. And perhaps you want to put some what we call bullet. Okay, bullet is very, very popular in PowerPoint. Okay, so this is bullet. And sometimes you want to put numbering. Numbering, you can use this one instead of bullet. So right now, the color is not very contrasting. We can change that back to some, let's say, use it black. I need to write something here. Okay, so text 1, 2, and 3, for example. Okay, and then you also have what we call shapes. Okay, you can use shapes. Maybe I can talk about shape in insert, maybe. Yeah, I'll talk about shapes in insert and also arrange later on. And then after that, you have what we call design ideas. So design ideas is a very, very intuitive, what we call function in PowerPoint. Previously, we don't have this. I think it's past 4 or 5 years. Okay, this what we call designer ideas or design ideas is coming out with what we call AI. You know, they are coming out with the ideas using an AI from Microsoft. If I'm not mistaken, you have to be connected to the internet to come up with more ideas. For example, in this case, it is blank. So I just click design ideas here. You see, it will try to generate an idea from the content that I have with the one that they have. So you can choose between all the ideas that you have here. Okay. So choose one, which one suits you. Say, for example, I want to use this one. This looks better. So I can close my design ideas and I'll proceed with this. Okay, maybe I make the text larger in this case. Okay, so this is how you play around with the tools here. So I won't touch everything because we probably don't have the time. Okay, next we are going to the insert tool or ribbon. Okay. Insert ribbon. So insert ribbon have more, okay, more items that we are going to touch. That's the table. We have table. We have picture images. We have, this is shapes. Okay, shapes, icons, 3D models, smart art, charts, and so on. We have text box. If you don't have enough text box, you can add more. And you can also put some symbols and equation. And also you can put audio and video in your presentation. So let us go to our presentation just now and we create another slide, okay, another content slide. So as I told you earlier, you can access some of these things here or here. So I'll be showing, maybe I'll be showing this the same, the table over here on the ribbon, also over here. So if you have a blank slide, you can access it from here because you know why? Once you put text, okay, I put my text, the shortcut is gone. So you can start with the content that you are going to put inside, or you can access it from here. So let's say you already put some text. I put a title here, my presentation 1, and text 1, text 2. Okay. So let's say I want to add a table. I just click here, just the same like what we call in, we see in Microsoft Office, okay, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office Word. So you can choose the table size, 4x3, 3x3, or 2x3x2. It's depending on the size of the data that you're going to put, okay. Might probably I just put 3x4, okay. So now I have some content here. Maybe I just put this is number, item 1, then item 2. To jump from one box to another box, I just press tab. Okay. So I resize this to match number here. So number 1, sorry, number 2, number 3. So item 1, maybe we can say pen. Okay. Eraser, for example. And book. So this might probably be the quantity, 2, 3, and 1, for example. So this is an example. So now you put wherever you want to put the item. But as I told you earlier, we have what we call design ideas. Okay, you can click the design ideas and it will try to suggest you. Since you already put the things, it will suggest you what is the best way to present this. So this is very intuitive. It is very, very helpful, okay, to speed up the things. But because if you ask me, I'm not that what we call creative. I'm not that creative. So by helping me, by using this design idea, it will help me to do work much faster. Okay, all right. So I don't want to use any design ideas yet. I just want to add more item from here. So we go to insert. Now I add some pictures. Okay, pictures, you can upload it from this device. I mean, from your computer, if you have a picture. There's two ways you can do this. Either you can select a file from the computer and insert it, okay, like this. And you can resize it. You see, every time you put an image, the design idea will come up. Or you can just drag and drop the image from the computer. So there's two ways of doing of inserting an image. So when you click an image, there is a lot of options here. You can play around with this, okay? I'm not going to show, but I believe you are going to try to do this by your own, okay? Okay, next is insert. And Microsoft also have what they call stock images. This is also interesting. Very helpful. They have what we call royalty-free stock images. Normally, we need to go to the Google search or something like that, Bing search, and then find the image, isn't it? But you need to connect it to the internet. So, for example, just search one stock images. For example, if you want to search any images, for example, I want to search a car, a sports car. Can I find a sports car here? Okay, we're still trying to find the thing that I want. Sports is there, but there is no sports car or sports car from the inside here. From the outside, we don't have. Okay, maybe I just type a car. Okay, this is a good sports car. Just insert it. You will try to download from the internet and then you paste to your presentation. Okay? So there's many ways that you can find images that is very useful to your presentation. And other than that, let's go to stock images also. You can find icons. Okay, icons. You can find icons, which is useful to your presentation. Okay, you can search the icon itself. So icon is very interesting because it is a vector graphic. What I mean by vector graphic, if you pull your image as large as you can, the image will still looks like the original image. Okay, there will be no jagged I mean the image won't deteriorate. Okay. All right. So let's go again into stock images. Here you can also put what we call cutout people. Very interesting. Okay, I've used this also. So you can insert some of these, and I will later show you some of. I've been using this also earlier, and you can put stickers if you wanted to. Stickers. For example, we try to find actually all the stickers, even videos. So they also have videos. So you just type in the video that you wanted, okay, and illustration. So these are what we call the something like a clip art. Last time, Microsoft they used the term clip art, okay, but now they change it into stock photos. So you can try this. Other than that, online pictures, okay, this is one way of doing. I mean, one way of looking for things, because they use what we call Bing search. Okay, let's say a car. This is a lot more images you can find. So you try to play around with this, okay? All right. Other than that, we can put inside our presentation like shapes. Okay, shapes. Shapes will be useful for you to, for example, to focus, or might probably you want to highlight some areas, or you want to do box, connecting box, something like that. Okay? Or buttons, you see, you can put buttons. This button is connected to your presentation slide as well. So I won't be touching on that. Just want to show you a box. For example, I want to focus on this text. Okay. So this, it is an opaque. So you have to play around with this. Go to format shape, for example. Okay, you can on the transparency. So, but this is still solid fill. So I don't want to have solid fill, for example. No fill. What color I focus on? Add fill. Oh, I can't have no. Okay, never mind. So you can focus. Sometimes you can focus. Okay, you just want to focus certain area. You can use this style to just focus on that area. Okay, this is some of the things that you can play around. Okay, and then there's a lot of shapes here. Maybe another one can be call out. Okay, this is also being used a lot in presentation. Just giving an idea where you can put text inside, right? Okay, something like that. So you can use all of this. Okay, next is icon. Icon, we already see icons. Okay, 3D model. Okay, 3D model will be very, very useful also. For example, for those who are teaching, I think PAKK, isn't it? Something like that. That kind of program, isn't it? You can use this some of the 3D images in this library. For example, you want to show the Earth. Okay, you can insert the Earth image, 3D image. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Let me try to come up with a new slide. Okay. Sorry. 3D models. Okay, normally it will work. The model has texture that cannot be loaded. This texture can be thought of. Okay, never mind. We try it from here. Maybe we try other objects. I do not know what happened, but normally it will upload without any problem. Okay, I do not know why, but actually it will upload an image that you can rotate it accordingly to to your perspective. Okay, I'm not be able to show now. Maybe my computer have problem right now. So, but try this. Okay, try this. Okay, then we have smart art. Okay, smart art is something like if you want to do, for example, charts. Okay, showing that connecting ideas. Okay, connecting ideas. For example, this one. You just put in text 1, text 2, text 3, and then it will automatically align everything inside this box. Okay, so this is smart art. So try to play around with this also. Okay, still on the insert, text box. Okay, text box. Oh, sorry, chart. Chart is also very, very useful if you don't have any other source of, so I mean, you don't have a chart yet. Okay, normally people will take chart from Excel and then export it to your PowerPoint presentation. But this way also can be done if you have a very, very simple chart. Just click a chart and then you select the chart that you want. Okay, for example, XY scatter, or let's say we just use column. Click OK. And then a chart will be created including the data. Okay, here, see? There's a data table here. You can play around with the data. You can change the chart title. Maybe you can say this is sales. Right? Series number 1, you can say cookies, cakes, and coffee. Okay, this will reflect it here. And what are the category? You can put all the category. Okay, for example, this is you can if you change any of the value inside here, the table will also change. Okay, let's say I put 10, so the table will rescale accordingly to what you need. Okay, so this is an example if you need to use table. So you just close this. All right. So let me create new slide. Okay. So now next we have text box. Okay, this is a text box. As you can see, you put text here, text 1, and you can resize it, isn't it? According to what you want. And you can add more by clicking text box on the top here. Click text box and select where you want to put it. And then you just type in text box 2. Oh, this is text box 1. This is the main text box, and then this is the one that you just insert. So to change this, you resize, then change your font, okay, according to your preferences. And that's it for the text box. Okay. And then you have okay, word art normally people don't use, but you can try this. Okay, just giving you some text box with special word art. So this one will look like this. So you can choose your preferences. I mean your text style if you would like to. Okay, I can say that normally I would use this, but it depends. Okay, it depends. It's up to you. Okay, and then other than that, we can put in symbol. Okay, symbol. The symbols maybe probably not on. We need to go to text box. Okay, text box. And we try to add symbol. Okay, symbol can be added in text box. Okay, symbol you can choose from various symbols that you have here, but it's to make it easy, you just type symbol. Symbol here for the font. So these are all the symbols probably needed. For example, omega. Okay, this is omega. So the symbol is there. So previously we are unable to do this in PowerPoint. You have to copy it from Microsoft Word and then put it here. So nowadays we are able to do this. And we also have equation. Equation is quite interesting. Okay. You can type your equation here, again, insert equation. You can type using this, all the tools that we have here, if you need symbols. Say, for example, you want to make a fraction. Okay. Sorry, let me take this out. Okay, I hope you can see this. It's quite small. 2 out of 3, for example. So you will have that. Make it bigger. So the font is small. 2 out of 3, something like that. Okay, you can add more if you want. But symbol also, equation also have a special, what we call tool, that some of the equation is being done already. For example, area of a circle, you just click it here, voila, it's there already. Okay, this is the most used equation, if I'm not wrong, okay? So that's the reason why they have this template. Okay, let me go back to home, then insert. And then equation also, they have this what we call ink equation. Very interesting. You can try play around with this, okay? Let's say you just write it down to, I'm using my mouse, plus 3 equals to 8. Okay, if it detected wrong, I'm trying to put 6, but it detected mu, if I'm not mistaken, or tau, okay, the symbol. So we can change that. We just select here, and what do you want? So I want 6. So though 2 plus 3 is not 6, but this equation does not check, okay, the value. It's just right. So it's quite interesting that you can do this also. Okay, so you can play around with this. So that's about on the, another one, media. You can add what we call video. For example, click the video and just take it from this device. And then you find your video. Tanah, you ask me, repeat which part? Sorry, I didn't saw your comment. Which part do you want me to repeat? Can you write it down again? Oh, how to insert the video? Okay. Which one? Okay, let me show you this first. Okay, later on I'll show another time. I'll show one more time again. Okay, one more time. So I'll show this first. So let's say you have a YouTube video, and you just find one. Okay, then just, for example,
Oscar is proud to present the next generation of ultimate serial
okay, sorry.
award
This is ad.
a development so
Okay, for example, this video. Okay, you just copy the link here, okay, the address, and then paste it in here. So the video will be parsed. Then you just click insert. Okay, this is the video that we just taken from YouTube. Okay, so remember, you have to have internet in order to view this video. Okay, if you want to do the presentation. So this is the video that I add the blank one, they are add from my computer. So let me delete it first. Sorry. And then I'll show you again. Okay, to insert video, you have to go to insert, go to media, go to video. You have this option. Insert video from this device or insert from online videos. You can also go to stop video. Stop video, I already showed you earlier. So from this device, for example, in your computer, if not, you don't have the luxury of internet at that time, you download the video in your computer and then you insert it from there. Okay. All right. So continue. And then we have draw. Draw is quite simple actually. Previously we don't have this, but you can try to play around with this also. You have this option where if you have a pen and a stylus and a board, or maybe some of you have this iPad or a Microsoft Surface, maybe Android tablet, you can use this. Okay, very interesting. You can write using your if you want to do a presentation using that, you can. Okay, no problem with that. You have pencil here. You try to mimic a pencil, and you also can draw with a touch screen. Some computer they have touch screen, so you can touch your computer and try to draw. Okay, so it's very simple. And one nice thing about this ink, they have this what we call ink replay. So it is also quite interesting. So we push this, you can saw, you can see that, okay, first write it down here, then hit over there, then over here. Good, very interesting, but I seldom use this. Okay? Maybe because my writing is not that beautiful. All right. Okay, and then we go to the design. So earlier I told you about design ideas, isn't it? But design ideas probably will affect only one slide. See here, the other slide won't have the effect. So what we can do is going to design and choose the design that you like. Okay, what kind of color scheme? So this is we are talking about color scheme. Okay, color scheme is very important. I went to one of the course, okay, talking about color scheme only. How to choose the contrasting color scheme or the adjacent color scheme which complement each other. Okay, it is an art. So people like me don't have the time to learn art. You know, sometimes we are, especially I'm from the engineering side. So art is art, yeah. But when we come to doing decision, so it's difficult for us to say that this okay. So, because let's say if I ask everyone what is the best color to use, so everyone will give different output. Yeah, I mean different input to me. So it's difficult. Some people will say this is good, but other people will say no, that is not that good because we have a very different view. Okay, everyone is different, isn't it? So we try our best to come up with what we call good color, what we say scheme. So here you don't have to think a lot. You just take a look one and then just apply it. You will apply to all your presentation slides. Okay? But the bad thing about it, everything you have to rewrite again. Mean that some of the things is not visible. So you need to do the setting back again. Okay, so sorry, may I know, can we make the picture that we add become our background? Yeah, sure. For example, let's say this presentation. Okay. From the insert, you can choose a picture from your device and then put it there. Okay, insert. For example, I'll try to find one picture in my computer. Hopefully, it is. I don't think it is useful here. Okay, maybe I'll take one. Okay, maybe this one. I think this is my son playing my computer. So this is just an example. So you take the picture, see what PowerPoint does, well, actually it resize your image to fit in your presentation slide. So the problem right now is your writing is no more there. What you can do is using the what we call it's already here, arrange. Okay, you can bring it backwards. So click the image and bring it backwards. So your writing is already here. Okay, it's here already. So can I do it again? Arrange, bring to back. Okay, there. Everything is in front already. Only that I need to change my color of the text. Maybe white can help. Make it larger. Yeah. So now your image is your background. Okay. I hope that will answer your question. And maybe sometimes the background image is too contrast. Yeah? Having so much contrast, you can make it dimmer. You can right click on the image, okay, and then do the format picture. Okay, right click on the image, do the format picture. From here, you can have this what we call setting for the image. Shadow reflection. Okay, let me see. No, not this one. Yeah, transparency, picture transparency. You can make it more transparent, something like that. So it becomes something just like a background that you can use. So this writing, you can change back again to black, maybe. Something like that. Okay? So you play around with the formatting. Or, okay, I'll give you another example. You can just insert pictures from the stock image here. Okay, stock image. And you try to find the images that you want from the stock image of the computer. For example, flower. For example, just type it, enter. Okay, maybe I'll take this one. Okay, purple one, and insert it. We will download the image and we'll try to, okay, this is not yet fit. You see, not yet fit in. We just add an image, but you see, on the right, the design ideas will give you, we will suggest you some of the things that you might probably want to do. So maybe in this case, I would say this is the thing that I want to do. Yeah. So later on, okay, I select this and I can close my design ideas and I just go to insert and I take a text box, just write it down here. Flowers blooming, for example. Okay. Then resize the text, put it where you want it. Okay, something like that. Easy. All right. So design ideas might probably be helpful for you. Okay. Okay, now we go to transition. Okay, transition is used in between slides. Okay, if I were to look to the next one, okay, draw ribbon is already done. So we go to transition. We look at two things, slides transition and timing. So slide transition is used in between slides. So meaning that page 1 to page 2 and page 3. What kind of transition you need. Okay, for example, now we don't have any transition. And if I were to do my presentation, and I click slideshow here, next, next, next. You see? There's no transition. So I can apply transition throughout all my slides. So I can choose a lot. Here you have a lot here. You can put random bars, you can put wipes. Is there any random? Yeah, we can use random here. Random, you will choose any of the slide here. Okay. Let us try to put one. For example, I don't know what is morphing. Okay. Never mind. Okay, for the first slide, I put morphing. So if you want to know whether the slide have any transition or not, you can go to the left here, left side. I do not know whether you can see this. There's a star here, very small star. So meaning that this slide have a transition. This one doesn't have. So you click another one and then you put this push. And then click another one, wipe. Click another one, you put cut. Click another one, you put random bars. Click another one. Okay, this one you can do one by one, or you can choose all slides and then you just put one. Okay, so let us try to play. Okay. So this is my first slide, and then my second slide, third slide, fourth, fifth, sixth. Oh, origami. Oh. Okay, very interesting, but yet distracting. Okay, fine. So that is how you apply transition. And if you don't want transition, you can click here and try to reset slide. So you can do reset slide, or you just click here and then click none. So the transition on the left side here will be removed. And the transition also having what we call timing. So you can set the timing, how long the transition is going to happen. In this case, 2 seconds. You can apply more. Okay, but I'm not encouraging you to apply more than 2 seconds, because people will wait for your transition to finish. It will take a long time and people will get bored easily. Okay, so try to do this also. And the transition can also happen by mouse click or after. Let's say we set here after, for the second slide. I don't want mouse click. I want it to happen after 2 seconds. 2 seconds, for example. So let us try to run my first slide. To run your slide, you click F5. Okay, press F5. That is the shortcut for running your slide. Okay, running your slide, there are a few ways of doing things. First, you can just press F5, or you can go on the top here, start from beginning. Okay, or you can press down here on the below here on the right corner, nearly right corner here. If you click here, meaning that you will start from the current slide that you are working. If you choose this slide, for example, my third slide, and then you choose this icon, it will start from the slide that I've chosen. Okay, so what you can do is click, if you want to start from the middle, or you just want to test, okay, you choose this one. Okay, start from the slide you're working. If you want to start from the beginning, you press F5, or you press it here on the top. So if I'm on my third slide, but I press F5, so it will go to my first slide. So after now I click my mouse, okay? Okay, I click my mouse, that's it. I'm not doing anything. After 2 seconds, the slide will change. You see? So that is what it means by setting the timing here. So you can make it automatically change to according to your preference. but this is also not advisable if you are presenting in front of many people, because might probably sometimes you will pause there a little bit more time, okay, and then you don't have the luxury of knowing, oh, the slide is already moved. Okay, unless you are very sure that you are going to spend 2 seconds only on that slide. Okay, understand this, okay? Make sure you understand this very well. So normally I will use mouse click. Mouse click is okay. Okay, that is what we call transition. The next thing is, let's see, where's my slide? Okay, the next thing is animation. Okay, animation. So animation is used for content. Okay, it is used for content. The two things that we are going to see is content animation style and also the content transition timing. So these are two things that you are going to look into if you are going to use animation. All right. So how does animation looks like? So for example, I have all the, this is a good slide for me to play around with animation. I want to delete this. All right. These are the things. So maybe I can use what we call design ideas. Okay. Give me some ideas on how I'm going to arrange this. Oh, okay. Because of too many items, the design ideas also say, sorry, no ideas for this slide, because there's too many content. So this is not advisable actually. But for the sake of just doing a demo, I will use this content, okay? Okay, it's okay, no design ideas. You just put it here like this. Okay, and just rearrange according to the item that I have. Okay, now I have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 items. So we go to the animation, right? Now I have to choose which one I want to animate first. So I can choose everything. And I just select what animation I want. I want the animation to have an entrance, have emphasize, or to just exit. So you can play with this. Okay, play with this. Okay, I will show you simple ones. For example, fade. So this is example. So for fade, what happened? My presentation will load text number 1, text 1 first, and then the rest. This number 2, isn't it? Number 2, all number 2. So text number 1 first, and the rest is number 2. Let's try to see what happened. So let me click my mouse. Okay, it will show text number 1. Then everything. So is that the way you want it? If you want that way, it's okay. If not, okay, you have to change. If not, you have to change the sequence. Right? To change the sequence, you have to have this animation pane. Yeah, animation pane. Okay, remember animation pane on top here. So you can say that first content is this one. Okay, number 2, everything will load. So you don't want. You want number 2, will load table 4. Number 3 will load picture 5. So you will say that this will start on a click. Select start on a click. It will turn to number 3. So this is number 1, number 2, and now this is number 3. Okay, number 3, number 3. So you don't want that. Okay. Oh, sorry. Content number 1 is still here. So this is number 1, number 2. Oh, table. Table should be number 3. So you start. Okay, once you click, once you change, all the numbering order will also change. And if you want to change any of this, you can actually move around. For example, I want this picture first, that picture second, and so on and so forth. Okay, try this. Try to play around with this. I hope you will be able to have this recording. Okay, so you can go back. Okay, and try to look back the the things that I've shown. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. So it shouldn't be that way. Speech bubble will go after the head. So now head number 6, the bubble number 7. So let us try to run this slide. So number 1, number 2, number 3, the table. Number 4 is the car. Number 5 is the carta organisasi. Number 6 is the head. Number 7 is the speech bubble. So this is what we call animation. So different slide, we have different animation, right? So you can choose what style you want. Okay. This one I let you try to play around. Okay. Any question on this topic and the one previously? No. Hopefully you are still here. Okay. Okay. All right. What's next? Next is slideshow ribbon. Okay, now we go to the slideshow. Okay, for the slideshow ribbon, because this is workshop is more likely towards basic. Okay, I won't touch so much deeper than that. We will get you confused. So first, you play around with these settings. Later on, if you need any advanced, probably intermediate or advanced application, then we can do another session. So you can, from the slideshow, you can have this what we call from the beginning, okay? Present from the beginning or present from the current slide. Okay, you can also do a custom slideshow. Okay, and then, sorry. Okay, and then you can rehearse your timing. Okay, you can try this or rehearse with coach, something like this. Is an AI coach. Okay, I'm not going to show this. I'm going to show you some of the things that is more important. So, for example, if you want to present from the beginning, so everything will start from the first slide. And if you choose from current slide, let's say you are choosing slide number 4 right now, you click from current slide, so it will show you the current slide, number 4. Okay, and should you have what we call custom slideshow. Okay, for example, you have a presentation which you have the same content, but for different audience. So you can make a custom presentation. For example, you click a new custom presentation. Okay, you choose which slide you want to put in. Slide number 1, number 2, and then number 3. Okay, this is for this, let's say, customer 1. Okay, click OK. And then you already have customer 1. So let's say I put another one. This is customer 2. Okay, I just say customer 2. I want to choose all slides. Or maybe not all, some of it. If not, it defeats the purpose. So for customer 1, you will have only 1, 2, and 3. That's it, finish. 3 slides. But if you are going to present this to a customer 2, we have most of the slides here, excluding some of it. Okay, excluding some of it. Okay, all right. So, so for example, the video just now. Let me show you the video. The video will be, you can set automatically or you can set manually. So in this case, it's set manually. So once the slide is loaded, then you go to the video and you just click play. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. Still inside what we call slideshow. You can hide certain slides. For example, if you don't want to use this custom slideshow, you can sometimes hide certain slides for the presentation. For example, in this case, I don't want to show this video. Okay, I just click this slide and then I click it hide. So this slide will be excluded from this presentation. We just hide it for a while. Okay, this is a nice feature that you can have. In previous time, what I do was I have several files, the same presentation but several files. So they will have presentation for these people and these people, that people. For example, different occasion. So for example, I just hide slide number 7 and I try to play it. Okay, slide number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one have a lot of animation. Okay. So the video is gone. Okay, video is excluded. All right. So other than that, you can use what we call nowadays, if you have extra monitors, like the one I have right now, I have 2 monitors. So there are two monitors. So you can utilize what we call a presenter view. Okay, how does presenter view looks like? Let me share with you. For example, let me start this presentation. So this presentation you are looking right now is the one that people will see. The one that on my view is this one. Okay. From here, I'll be able to see the presentation that you are looking at right now. Okay, the participant is looking, as well as what is coming up next, my second slide. And if I have any notes, it will be around here. Rather than you write down on the paper, it will be around here. So you can make it smaller, bigger, and smaller. So this note will help you to explain further. And you can also use what we call a laser pointer. Okay, you can see, I'm showing you on the presenter view, but you are looking at the double a laser pointer, isn't it? You'll be able to see that. Okay. So other than that, I can choose between slides that I have. So I want to jump to this slide. Okay, and then I click it back again. I want to jump to this slide. Okay, for example, I have this slide and I want to zoom it a bit. I can use this to zoom to certain area. Okay, you see at the back here, it's also being zoomed, and I can zoom back out. Okay, and I can black the screen for a while. Sometimes when you talk and then you want attention from people and people are still looking at your slides, so you can click there and nothing will be shown. So please look at me. I want to say something like that. Okay. Okay. So that's some of the things, some of the tools that you can use to do your presentation. All right. Other than that, let me see my this presentation here. So we've already went through several tools. Okay, several tools on the PowerPoint presentation, and if you can use PowerPoint, okay, if you can use PowerPoint, there's no problem for you to use Google Slide and LibreOffice. So LibreOffice is a free productivity tool, free of charge. You can use it. It's open source. If you don't have Microsoft, eventually we in UNICEF we have a student account under Microsoft, but you don't have the full suite one, meaning that you don't have the account for downloading. Okay, you don't have that. We don't have that. We only have that for lecturers. So students, they are given the online version. The online version of Microsoft Office is quite good also, okay? But the features is not that much. Probably I can show you. Okay, let me try to open my browser. Okay, this browser. Okay, office.com. I have to log into my account. There are several files already. So this is the online version of Microsoft Office. So for example, if you want to do PowerPoint, okay, you log into your account. Okay, this one you have. Student have this one. Okay, the online version. Sometimes I use this because I'm accessing from my phone. So I do it from my phone for a while. I mean the draft in my phone. Later on, I continue here from my computer. So for example, I click PowerPoint here. Okay, this is the online version. And then I click blank presentation. Okay, it takes some time to load. I'm using an old computer to access this. Okay, hopefully it will load. Okay, right. So this is the online version. So the online version still have this insert, draw, design, transition, animation. Okay, but not all features are here. So you still can do insert. Let us see what kind of insert can do. You can have shapes. Okay, you can do icon, art. Okay, let me click first slide, and I'll try to add pictures. Okay, we have stock image, but I don't think we have 3D image here. No, we don't have 3D images here. So that's a miss. But you still can do a lot of things online. Okay. Even you can share. You can try to do what we say collaborative productivity tools, something like that. You can co-author. You can have a co-author in the same page. You can try this. You add your friend's email, okay, and then invite them. They will get an invite. They click on the file, on the link. They will be forwarded to this file. Okay. So naturally, you have all the basic stuff here, right? You have draw. Okay, you can also draw. Okay, no problem with that. You have design. Okay, you have design. Oh, okay, designer is also here. So it's a good thing. This is much more interesting. The designer for the online version is much more interesting. I mean, the footage that they have or the images that they have is much more vibrant, interesting. Or they have even video for the background. So this is interesting. So try to use this. All students have. Okay, the iStudent email. Activate your iStudent email, and then go ahead here. Head to office.com. Okay, so this is the online version of the PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, right? So, okay, Microsoft PowerPoint, we already seen that. So you shouldn't have any problem using Google Slide and also LibreOffice. In OpenOffice, we have a lot, Kingsoft Office, many more. I think some of you will have this Kingsoft Office inside your computer, okay? Because Kingsoft Office is also free, okay? And normally third-party vendor will install it automatically inside your computer. Okay, so I think we already finished looking at Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, why not we try to make one presentation, right? Do you need some time off for a while and try to make one presentation? And after that, I will show you one presentation which might probably good or might probably not good. Then we will take a look how we can make it better. You want to take 5? You want to try? Okay, for example, in this case, I'll show you one example. Let us try to create a typical presentation slide. So, for example, in this case, let's say you are given an exercise from your lecturers. Go find something about autism. I think this is more related to FESS, isn't it? I think FESS also have this kind of topic playing around, isn't it? Okay. You need 5 minutes, or I can continue. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay. Go get some drink, or might probably stretch a bit. Then we continue. Right?
All right. So we will take a break, 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. So after 5 minutes, then Mr. Danalis will continue with his slide. All right. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Danalis, I need to ask a question.
Okay.
So just now you were saying the online version for the students, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, is this still valid? I tried to send you a link in the chat box.
Okay. Let me see.
Hold on, yeah. Yeah, this one. Is it for the Is it still valid for the students?
Yes, this one is still valid.
So if the students, they still want to use the PowerPoint online, let's say they bought the new computer, they don't have Microsoft, they can go for this, right?
Yes, sure. Only that they need to confirm with CICT. That day, I was told by the CICT they need around 1 to 2 weeks to generate this student iStudent account.
I see.
So I think the best thing to do is the student themselves contact CICT. That's the best way. So they have this data saying that a lot of students trying to use, and they will do the things faster, maybe. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Why not?
Yeah.
It takes them 2 weeks, so it's a long time.
Yeah, it takes some time. So students, so if you really want to use the Unicell students email, the online office, so you try to contact CICT, right? For assistance. Perhaps they will give you they will try to register that for you, and then you can just use that for your assignments and all. Okay, because as far as I recall, the license is quite expensive, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. For the lecturers, they have the full version. So for example, something for, let's say, for student, they don't have this. They don't have this, what we call, let me go to home. So if lecturers log in, they will have this install Office, isn't it? Install the 365, but students don't have this. But they still can use this, the online version. And I think I use a lot. You can see my files here.
Yeah.
I use a lot.
Yes.
It's easy for me to work online. Even while I'm on meeting, I just open my phone, just do some presentation, and then I will tell my staff, okay, I already done the first part. Can you continue the second part? So they just open it, and the file is still one. No, one version, second version, third version. No, you don't have to reconcile all those things.
But can the student do the sharing online as well?
Yes, sure. They can share.
Google Slides, is it?
Yes, something like that. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Right, it's interesting.
The reason I use PowerPoint like this is because majority of the people I'm dealing is using Microsoft products. But if you're asking me, I really like to use Google product.
I see.
Yes, you see, it's lighter. That's one of the reason.
Yeah, true. So, but aside from Microsoft 365, as far as you know, is there any other software that is available for our students to use?
If they want to get free one, you can try to the one that I told you earlier, the LibreOffice,
I see.
LibreOffice or Kingsoft Office, something like that. LibreOffice, Office Suite.
It's free, right?
It's free. You can update it as long as you wanted, but the interface will look like something like Office 2007, something like that.
Oh, I see.
Remember Office 2007? So it will look like that.
So for students, they don't have, and they need, while they are waiting for the Microsoft 365 from ICIT, they
Yes,
can
yes, they can use
download
it.
this. Yeah.
Yes, they can use this. Or maybe the what? Google Docs, or they can use Google Docs. Okay,
Yeah.
for example,
Drive.
the personal one.
But it has it has what we call it, the storage, right? Storage, they can't.
Yeah. The storage, yeah, they have storage limitation, but the file generated in Google Docs is not that big. It's not that huge. And then the best thing about Google Docs is something like this. This is my personal account. If I can change this to my working account, is that after you generate your file, I mean you're done with your let's say assignment. Later on, you can save it as Office Word.
I see.
You can still do that. Let me see. Let me try.
So we give more students some options, like, because they are
Yeah.
students.
True.
So what if they don't have a PowerPoint, right? And they are waiting
Yes.
for it. So I was thinking, yeah, perhaps we can give them some options. So it's not, because it's a short semester.
Mhm.
By the time they get it, maybe
True.
it's already end of the semester and they need
Yes.
to get their work done. So perhaps we can give them more
Yeah.
ideas.
But if they are more comfortable with Microsoft Office, then they have to use the one that I showed. And if they don't have that, they go to LibreOffice or Kingsoft Office, something like that. If they are pretty well want to learn new things, they can try Google Docs. So Google Docs also have template, but let's say we start with a blank one. Okay. If you want to do collaboration, Google Doc is the best.
I see.
It
So
defeats Microsoft Office, because Microsoft Office they can't do real time. What they will do is that one person edit something and the other person edit something. It will tell the other person that somebody is editing. Do you want to reconcile this? You have to click yes. So in Google Docs, you don't have that.
so they just change only.
Yeah. So Google Docs is very simple. Okay, as you can see here, it's very simple. Not much of the bells and whistle, but you still have these files and insert. Okay, my computer is getting slow. All right, and then later on you can download this file as what? You see, you can download it as Google Docs, Google Words. Sorry, Microsoft
So
Word.
this one is compatible with the Microsoft.
Yes. So you edit it from here, and then you download it in Microsoft Word and you send it. It's the same. You still can open this in Microsoft Office. I've tried this already.
So same goes to the PowerPoint.
Yes, true. Google Slides.
Google
Same. Let's say I open one presentation here. The one that I've keyed. Okay. Okay, my computer is getting slow. I need to close some of the things here.
I see.
So for example, this one, okay, you have a presentation. It's about nearly the same. Okay, you just add slide, you have background, you have some of the tools arranged. Okay, from here you go to file, download. Okay, and you can still save as Microsoft PowerPoint. And even the best thing, if you have PowerPoint, Google Slide can open PowerPoint and convert it into Google Slide.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, it is interoperable because they are using XML files, something like that. So, jargon, technical jargon. So you can save quite a lot. See, this ODP is actually Open Office file format. Open Office used to be free, but now they changed their direction.
I see.
They're charging. So Open Office file format is quite what we say popular also. Can be used interoperable, meaning that LibreOffice can open, Kingsoft Office can open, Microsoft Office can also open this file.
I see.
Okay. So these are some of the
Now
things
they
that you
don't have a
can.
PowerPoint, they can go to these Google Slides, and then
Yes.
later on also they can still open that in their
Yeah.
Microsoft PowerPoint lah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Right. So do you want yeah, I think I have done my questions. So just now I was looking at it and I have a few questions lah. Then I think you
Okay.
answered the question already. I
Oh,
think
okay.
yeah,
I've answered already.
thank you.
Okay, fine. Welcome.
Yeah.
So we can continue.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone is ready.
Are they
So let us try to make one presentation. I do not know whether some of you already tried this, but let's say how to make a presentation. I've shown already to everyone what are the tools that we can use, and let us try to do this. For example, maybe I can try to copy this link, and just share it here, so you can see the same item. Okay, the same things that I'm trying to copy, okay, and making my slide. So for example, let me start with a fresh slide. Select all, delete. Okay, click here to click to add first item. So the thing that I'm going to do is this. Okay, for example, I'm talking about, let's say you are given an assignment to find out some facts about autism, for example. So this is the thing. Okay, you already got the thing. Okay. There are 30 items here, but I'm not going to touch everything. Okay, I'm going to touch some of it because of time limitation. Okay. So you already have some of this. Okay, now I think I can start my presentation, slide presentation authoring. So the first thing is the title. Okay, maybe I can say facts about autism. So I just copy this. Well, everyone copy and paste, isn't it? Right? Facts about autism. So that's the title for my presentation. And then I might probably say by Dr. Malik. Okay, we start with that. So now we add slides. We add new slide. And the first thing I can do is actually I can copy few of these things, isn't it? Then put it here. Just paste it. So I already have one slide pack of information, full of information. And probably I say that this is the what the title should be. The first 5 facts. Maybe. Okay, I'm just making it up. Okay. And then we add another slide. Okay. And I just copy another 5 items. So I think 10 is enough. So the numbering is not correct here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then suddenly we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So here we need to change the numbering. Okay, here the numbering icon. The numbering tool. We can change this numbering tool to start at 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the numbering is okay already. So previously we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, because of the text, the text is being condensed, okay? So we have less text here. So meaning once we are saying that we have less text, the font will be bigger. In this case, because there's a lot of text, the font will be smaller. Let me remove 1. So the text will be bigger. So I can say another 5 facts. Right? That's good. So maybe we can apply some design ideas. Okay, good. Okay, let me check this one. Yeah. And then this one, I can try to do something like this. Okay. And this one, I can perhaps do like this. Okay. These are the things that you can do it very quickly. It will suggest you what is the way to present your content. Nice, looking nice, something like that. So now what is lacking is image. I think we need to put some supporting image, isn't it? So facts about autism. So I can go to insert and choose picture. Because I don't have any image from my device, I can either start with stock image or online pictures. So maybe I can start with stock first. The stock images, you are not bound to any what we call copyright, okay? Because it is already integrated with this license. So let's say try to find kids or children, something like that. Because normally autism is associated with children, isn't it? Try to find an image which can support. Okay, it's not there. So can I find children? Okay. Okay, this is good. Autism, I think I can try to use this one. Will this support my claims? Okay, you can choose out of all this. So you see, once you put another content inside your presentation, it will try to suggest another way of showing. So this one is okay. So normally autism, something to do with learning problem. Okay, I think this image, though it is not proper, I mean not directly properly engaged to this topic, might probably have some relevancy, because I'm not showing the face. So I'm trying to say that normally autism kids are having problems in studying. Okay, so I think this is okay already. See how quickly I can do my slide looking very good. All right, so now I can say that this is my presentation already. So what I can do is maybe I apply some transition to make it look better. Okay, so I can use fade. When you start with fading. Okay, and then it will also go to the next one. Next one, this one I will say wipe that way. Yeah, right? That looks good. Yeah. And then the third one might probably, I will use ripple. Oh, okay, that's good. All right. Now, the problem is there's no animation. Okay. The reason you want to use animation is you want to show the item one by one, isn't it? Let us show what happened. Okay, some facts about autism by journalists. So let's go to the first slide. So this is the first 5 facts. So when we talk about first 5 facts, suddenly all the facts are up. So it's difficult. Everyone will try to look around. Which one to read first? Which one to read first? So that's the reason why we use animation. So in this case, I just choose the whole thing here, the whole content, and try to apply animation. And my animation will say appear. So everything will be appeared in the same time. So I don't want that. We go to the animation pane. Okay, So I understand now why this animation is open automatically, because this is one content. So this is not the way we want it. So we need to change it. Okay. I might probably not be able to change it this way, but we have this image. Okay, wait. Let me try to change this. I want to select only this part. Can I appear? Oh, everything is in one container. Okay, so this is a smart art. Okay, never mind. Since I am not be able to do that, why not we try to redo something? Okay. For example, in this case, I just put a text box. Insert a text box, and then just put it here. Or maybe I can. Oh, I can remove that. Okay, good, good. Okay, let me show you one thing. I can remove this thing out here, maybe somewhere. Okay, it's not there. Okay, wait. Let me cut it. Can we cut this? No, we can't cut that. Okay, so this is how things happen. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it. So what you have to do is try to play around the settings. Okay, good. I can remove the things out of that box. So this is one. What I did was I select the box inside here and I right click and I cut it. Okay, cut. And I go to the main slide and I just paste it. Okay. Okay, just paste it. Okay, take that one also. Cut. Okay. Cut, Control X. So in this case, I just use the shortcut. Right click, cut, paste. Okay, never mind. Later on, we can change this. And then this one also cut. Because this is a smart art. Okay, I don't want to use the smart art. Okay, now I can delete that smart art. I need to rearrange my box. The box that I took from smart art. So this is the writing big, isn't it? So we need to minimize it. Sorry, click this box. So this is the icon to decrease the font size. Okay, later on, I will share you something. This is not actually the best way of doing your slide presentation, but I just want to show you what we can achieve out of this. Okay, this is something still inside a box. I need to remove that. Wait. Okay, I'm really sorry. This is not working as what we are trying to have, but we need to change some of the settings here just to be able to use, just be able to use this back again. Okay, for example, like this. So we can change the colors if you want. You have to do it manually. Right click and then this one. Fill color, you can change it to maybe that color. Right click, fill color, change it to red. Fill color, you change it to another color. This is the standard color. If you want to other colors, you just go to more fill color. You can choose it from here. Okay, there's a background here, but we just leave it that way. Okay, because we want to make it quicker. We want to quickly change everything. Sorry. Okay, for example, so I just delete this box here in front. So you just press delete. Okay. So for example, this is the thing I want to put animation. For example, I just select everything and then animation and then appear. So there's a group one, group, or there's a grouping. That's the reason why we have a lot. So this is all number one. So we want to change that. So from here, we say start on click. Okay, everything will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let us run this. So number 1, the first item that you are going to talk about, ordinance spectrum is 1/68. This one of the fastest growing developmental disorder. The term stems from what we call alone, self, something like that. Spectrum of affects all nationalities, and so on and so forth. So this is how you use animation and also transition. And then you transition to the other slide. Okay. So I think this one is easier, okay, because this is in text box, not in what we call smart art just now. So if you want to use, animation, try to avoid using smart art. Okay. So in this case, I just select this box and then select animation, and maybe we try, okay, pulsing. Oh, okay. I never used this before, but we try to see what will happen. All right. Okay, oh, like that. So is it the way that you wanted it to be? If not, go back and change. This is not the way that I want it to look like. I think I want to see. Yeah, this is better. Okay. For my purpose. Okay. Okay, depending on your strategy. Okay, autism number 6. Okay, number 7, number 8, number 9, and finish. So I have around 9. I have around 9 items in my presentation slide just now. Okay, let me try to present it to you. Okay. So we run this presentation. Okay, assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. Good evening to everyone. I hope you are I hope you are still okay and still awake. And this is my presentation for today from our group. It's some facts about autism. So when you are trying to talk some facts about autism, people don't try to have a wild guess, because they are trying to focus on the image, supporting image, and also the things that you are trying to say. So the best thing about actually going into one topic that people is not very aware, you have to give some introduction. Yeah? So what is actually autism? So autism is a spectrum disorder which affects 1/68 children in the US. Okay, it's also known as ASD, autism. Autism syndrome disorder, something like that. Isn't it? Okay, autism spectrum disorder, not syndrome. Sorry, it's autism spectrum disorder. It's one of the fastest growing developmental disorder, and then something like that. And the term itself came from what we call a Greek word, which means alone. And this disorder affects all nationalities. It doesn't care whether you are white or black or Eurasian or Asian. Okay, everyone will somehow get this. And in late 1990s, the diagnostic title change reflect more politically correct social environment. So these are labels. Okay, so they call it as spectrum disorder. They don't use autism itself anymore. And then, okay, another 4 facts, not 5. Sorry, another 4 facts is this, and that. So I hope I hope that you understand what I'm trying to present now. And with that, thank you. So thank you for that presentation only, not our workshop yet. Okay. So just now I presented to you with 9 autism facts. Okay, with 9 autism facts. Just to recall, do you remember any of those 9? So probably you already given the link, is it? But can you recall? Is that a good presentation? Is that a good presentation? That's the question, because now we are coming to the question here. Okay, we are coming to this. What is an effective presentation slide? Just now I show you how to make one slide, but is that an effective presentation? That's the question. So now let me show you some of the slides. Okay, let me show you some of the slides that this slide is for me. Okay, I'm not going to show other people's slide. Okay, this slide is for me. So later on, I will introduce you to 6 presentation slide rule. Okay, so now before I go to that, let me show you one presentation that I made in 2007. Okay, this is mine. So this is one of the topic that one of the course that I'm teaching in Minicell. So it's a product design. So okay, there's a okay. Sorry. So this is one of the slides. So you have this animation, okay, coming up. Lots of animation. Oh, there's an engine. Okay, there's something is moving around. Okay. Oh, okay. There's also an animation. Okay. So that is the question that being asked. These are all the content. Okay, and then I made some scribbling, and I have a car image over there, and I have an engine over here. So do you think this is a good presentation? Is this helping you to understand more? Is this helping you to really get the idea what I'm trying to present? So the content here, what I'm trying to say is that consider a car. Let's say consider a car, okay? If you want to buy a car, will you look at all these things? The steering mechanism. Are you going to ask how long is the exhaust pipe going to brake? Will that car go 120 km an hour beyond? Okay, is this car equipped with safety features? Will you ask this kind of question? So that's the main idea. But somehow, okay, tell me, okay, be as what you say, ikhlas lah, okay. It's difficult for me to find English. Okay, jadi ikhlas. Say in secara ikhlas, okay, cakap secara ikhlas. What do you think about this slide? Okay, there's so too much question in one slide. Okay, other than that, it's okay. This is my slide. I'm okay with any suggestion saying that this is not right or wrong or correct. Okay, okay, too much question in one slide. Okay, what else? Anything else other than that? Be frank lah. Be frank. Okay, be frank. Tak ada. That's it. Okay ke saya cakap bahasa Inggeris panjang masa ni? Kan? Saya pun bahasa Inggeris not that good. But I'm trying. Okay. So one of the reason, okay, saying that this slide is not that good is the image. The image is already okay. But the problem with the image is that the image is moving. Okay. It is distracting. This is not a good way to do your presentation slide. Try as much to avoid all these mistakes. Okay. Yeah, some of them are confusing. Okay, and then I'm telling you, you won't be looking at the wording. You will be looking at the engine that have the fan there, isn't it? Your eye will be eyeing on that. And it is, yeah, confusing and distracting. Okay, let me show more. Oh, more animation. Okay, more animation. Yeah. So this is the things that you should avoid doing. Okay, this is the thing that you should avoid doing your presentation. So that's the reason why. Okay, later on I will talk about this. Okay, I will present to you. I will show you. I will talk to you about six rules that you should use in your presentation. Sorry, where's my presentation just now? Oh, this one. Okay, I will talk about 6 rules that you can use to do a good presentation. Okay, to do a good presentation. How? Okay. The first one, only use one message per slide. One message per slide. You seen just now how many questions or messages in one slide per slide? A lot. I think you have 9, 10, something like that. Okay, so avoid this because there's a science behind this. Okay, there's a finding from this one particular person. I don't remember his name. His finding was 90% of the time, people who look at that kind of slides will forget everything within 30 seconds. So there's so many information. So humans have limited amount of what we call memory retention for the short period of time. So I think lecturers from psychology, something like that, okay? They know more about this. Okay, I've read this somewhere. So, and for my experience, it's true. Okay, sometimes I forget things very quickly. So there's a way of doing things around. Okay, you can turn that around by only choosing one message per slide. Okay, one message per slide. So remember, use one message per slide. The second one, use less text. Okay, how does we use how does we do or use less text? Later on, I will show you one slide which use the 6 principle. Okay, use less text, meaning that you just put on the points you need to the people to get the idea, and then the rest you explain it because you are the presenter. Don't let people read your presentation, but there's sometimes you have to use a lot of words sometimes, but that is another application. Okay, so PowerPoint, you can use it for presentation slide. Okay, presentation assisting you are I mean, PowerPoint is a tool for you to use as a supporting what we call tools to assist you to present something. Okay, and the PowerPoint is not the main presentation. You are the main presentation. So that's the reason why we need to make it less, and you get more. Okay, you use less text. After this, I will show you how does it looks like. Okay, and then number 3, use contrasting text or images. Okay, contrasting. Okay, humans, they have this what we say 4 things that really catch their attention. After this, I will tell you what is those 4 things. So use contrasting text and also use supporting objects. So in this case, you can see here, when I say contrasting, it means that you have different colors, contrasting colors. Okay? If you look at this slide right now, your eye will be eyeing on the yellow color, correct? Even though I put some contrast on the supporting letters. but your eye will automatically eyeing on the contrasting colors. Is it? Okay. I hope it is true. And then number 4, object and text size. Okay, size play a main role. Okay, sorry. So humans, okay, we humans are attracted to 4 things. These 4 things, and this one I read from a book. Okay, and I saw one of the presentation. We are attracted to high contrasting image. Okay, we are attracted to sizes. Okay, anything, any text or image that have big size. We are also attracted to moving objects and also signaling colors. Okay, for example, what I talk about, what I mean by signaling colors is, for example, flashing lights. That's the reason why ambulance, police, and also fire trucks, they have these flashing lights. So from afar, we can distinguish it, and it is really eye-catching. Okay, signaling colors, and then moving objects. So it is something like you are going to study, for example, at night, you're trying to study, and then you just open your TV in front of your studying area, but you close the you lower down or mute the TV. No noise coming up from that TV. The problem is, are you going to have what we call can you actually focus on your study? I'm afraid it's difficult for you to concentrate, because your TV have all these 4 elements. Although it doesn't have any noise, it have high contrasting image. Okay, it is moving object, or a lot of moving object inside the TV. It has signaling colors. Okay, signaling colors, and also nowadays the TVs are very huge, 43, 60 inches even. So that's the problem. So try to leverage all these 4 things. This is human science. Okay, so although I put the object word in my slide here, number 4, a little bit of contrast, but your eye will always see the size. This is how I control people, how people want to see. So if I want people to see that text, I just make the text big, okay, bigger from the rest. So your eye will still look at the size, not the object, because of the size. Okay, so this is some of the things that you have to consider. So number 5, we go to number 5. Okay, number 5, try to use dark background. Okay, slides with dark background will have more focus, rather than you use white background and black writing. Black fonts. And that's the reason all my slides are in dark color. Okay, the focus is on you, okay, not on the slide. Okay, so later on is here. And then number 6, number of objects. Just now, Madam Yeevon said too many questions in one slide. Is it? That's the reason. You will have one message in one slide, but you can have around, okay, the numbers from research. They said the sweet spot for numbers of objects is around 5. If you can make it lower, it's better. So around 4. 4 is manageable. 5 is still okay. Okay, 5 is still okay. Try to play around with this what we call ideas. Okay, so these are all the 6 rule or might be principle that you have to follow to come up with this slide. Okay. Okay, now let me show you something. let me show you the presentation here, the one that we just did. Okay, the one that we have just did, the first slide is okay. Okay, we have supporting image, we have contrasting colors, and still focusing on the word fact about autism. Okay, my name is not that important, so I just make my name small. So remember, what are you trying to focus here? You're trying to focus on the topic here. Okay, the next one is the first 5 facts. And if you can see, although I put some colors on the box there, okay, for all the facts, but my eye sometimes somehow attracted to the first 5 facts. Okay, my eye is still automatically looking at the first 5 facts. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm not looking at that. Although we have colors, because that's what really catches my eye first. Okay, so I'm not focusing a lot at that 5 item. So we have 5 items, but it is too lengthy. Is it? Too lengthy. Okay, same here. Although I have these 4 facts, okay, but my eye is still looking at another 4 facts. Right? So this slide, I'm presenting around nine facts. I'm using around 3 slides. So why not? Let me show you the other way around of doing this slide. Let me see whether I have it here. Okay. Okay, Kirtana. Maybe we can bigger text. Yes, you can use bigger text. So now I'm showing you another way. I'm using this 6 principle. Okay, but this time I have around 18 slides. No, not 18. I'm using around 12. Okay, like that. Okay, it's about 12. But I'm giving the same ideas. Okay, let me run this slide. Okay, now let me present to you again using the same content from the previous slide that have only 3 slides. Okay, so now I'm using contrasting image, colors, and size. Okay, sizing of the font and also background, different color background. I mean black, dark, not black. Dark color backgrounds can help you a lot. So let me start. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good evening to everyone. Today I would like to talk about ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. So my name is Danalis, I'm from PPDM. I would like to enlighten you with some brief facts about ASD. Okay, let's go to the first one. Do you know, okay, autism is the fastest growing developmental disorder in US. Okay, so this is a fact. Okay, and the numbers is quite alarming. Later on, I will talk to you about the numbers. So now, just some brief introduction. Where does this autism word came from? It is a Greek word which literally means alone. Okay, so these kids that suffer from autism, they have a sense of they are staying in their own bubble, or might probably they are alone inside their own world. They are disconnected from other kids because they are different. So, and this affects 1 out of 68 children in US alone. When we talk about 1 out of 68, let us try to look at a broad spectrum of 1 million. So every 100 kids, there will be 1 autism kids. So can you imagine 1 million? Okay. So, and it affects boys more than girls. 5 boys to 1 girl. So that is the ratio, 5 to 1. Okay, so boys are more affected than girls, right? And it affects all nationalities, religion, races, and even, as I told you earlier, we have boys and girls. Okay? And it is a development disability that generally appears before the age of 3. So that's the number, before the age of 3. Okay, they have poor motor skill, they have language deficits. So these are some of the criteria. Right? That is the reason why early, what we call intervention, are important. Okay, intervention are important, and it is differ to each of the cases. Okay, there will be never a single approach for everyone, and early intervention will have positive effects to these kids. Okay, and for your information, there's currently no medical or detection kit or cure. For example, like COVID, we have this test kit. We just put our saliva and then they say, okay, you are positive. We don't have that in autism. And there are several signs showing, or might probably this kid have shown. They tend to have few of these. Okay, sometimes they only have one. But most of them having several of these signs, you can see here in the image. They have sleep problem, they have delayed speech development, okay? They are very, very hyperactive, and they normally will stack their toys in straight lines, okay? Those are some of the characteristics of these kids. Okay, and then autism spectrum disorder costs you about 60,000, okay, a year for a family. That's a huge amount of money, and not everyone can afford that. And if this is a special case, if one identical twins have autism, there's also a chance for the other twins will have the same or might probably different ASD problem. And we can see that there are also prominent people that have or suffer from autism. As you can see, Bill Gates, Einstein, Dr. Temple Grandin, Sir Isaac Newton. So these are prominent people. And some of them are still suffering from ASD, but it is quite difficult to say or distinguish whether they recovered from ASD or not. Okay? So that's all about my presentation. Do you feel that's too long? It is about how many slides? 13 slides. 12 slides. Do you feel dread rather than looking at the previous slides? Which one you feel better? I do not know about you, isn't it? Okay, can I have some feedback? Because I want to do some exercise here. Let us try to recall some facts. Can you remember some of the things that I told you earlier? Okay, this one better. Okay, let us try. Okay, let us try to recall. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, which country are the facts are based on? You can type it down. Okay, US. Okay, mean that something, you recall something. Okay, good. Okay, what does autism mean in Greek language? Okay, good. Alone. Okay, what ASD affects how many children in the population? 1 in 68. Good. Very good. Very good. Okay, question number 4. In what age does ASD developmental disability generally appears? It started when? Okay, good. Very good, very good. Okay. Can you list some of the signs children with ASD portray? Some of the signs. So this is the last question. hyperactive, depression. Okay, other than that, okay, play alone, good, good. Okay, good. So you know how long it took for me to present that? It's about 5 minutes. Okay, good. Sleep problem, you still can recall that. It's about 5 minutes. I told you earlier that 90% of the time when you see a presentation, you will not remember it after 30 seconds. But this is after 5 minutes, you still can retain that information. Okay? So I think somehow you already experienced this. Now, why not you try? Okay, this is how you do your presentation. Remember the 6 principle? Okay, remember the 6 principle. What are the 6 principle? 1 message per slide. Use less text. You are the one who do the talking. You just put in the keywords, okay? And then you should have contrasting text and images, supporting images. You see, just now I do not know whether the image really show that, because I'm not an expert in it, autism. I'm trying my best to show that. And then use size. Okay, as you can see here, I'll try to show you. And come back to here. You see, this, for example, this slide, I'm highlighting 1 in 68. So this 1 in 68 will be embedded in your head. Okay, because I want you to focus on 1 in 68, not the other thing. Okay, and then also this one, alone. Okay, and the age of 3. So these are some of the things. This is one good example of showing intervention. Though the word intervention here is not that good. The contrast is not matching, because it is a bit glaring. Okay, but the hands showing that you have to stop here. So it is supporting your claim. And also, when I talk about no medical detection, I put an image of a doctor. So the people will understand, okay, medical, okay, fine. We know that. And signs, rather than you putting the word hyperactive, play object in the straight line, no eye following, no eye contact, depression, all that, you can put something like this. Or what we call pictorial, something like that. I don't remember this. Later on, I don't remember the term. Okay. Okay, and then okay, something about a course, something like that. You put an image of the worker and the kids. Okay, something like that. And then you highlight the numbers here, showing that high chances of twins getting this autism syndrome. Okay, and then you can put prominent people that normally everyone will know. And why not you put some funny face? Okay, so this is the way that you can try to leverage image, okay, contrast, and words. All right, I think with that, we come to the end already, actually. Okay. I can see that our objective today, okay, this is our objectives, it's already being met. We already exposed you to the several different type of slideshow. Okay, we familiarize you with PowerPoint interface. And then, actually, I forgot to show you one more thing, how to save. Okay, later on I'll show you. Okay, after this. And then PowerPoint features such as text box, how to insert, okay, draw, design, transition, animations. We already did create one PowerPoint presentation slide. Okay, and then we already insert text, image, video, shapes, icon. Okay, 3D model, I have a problem here. I do not know why, but you can try that later on. Okay, smart art, charts, okay. And then we apply the design template, we apply the transition, we save, or we haven't yet saved the PowerPoint, later on I will show. And we already did how to make an effective presentation. You see, to make an effective presentation, you don't have to use transition and animation. Okay, animation, perhaps, for example, this one. You can see here, this is a strategy I'm using for contrasting words. What happens if I show everything? Your eye will look around, okay, wildly, looking for the things. Okay, in this case, I just highlight the things that I want to talk, but it is there. So this is one way. Please use this kind of approach to make people understand. To make people focus more. Okay, focus, easier to focus. So people will focus on that white color text only, not others, right? Okay, so how to make an effective presentation? You can try that later on. Okay, you can put some questions on the chat box while I'm trying to show you how to save this file. Okay, now let me open back the presentation slide. For example, this slide. So you have done this slide. You can click over here on the top here to save your slide. Or you can use your keyboard, Control plus S. Okay, Control plus S, it will save your file. Or you can go to this on the top left here. The top left here, you can click File, and then you can save as. Okay, because my computer is already installed with what we call Adobe PDF. That's why I have this option. Some of you might probably don't have this option. So don't worry. You just go to Save As, and then you write down the file name and state down where you want to put this file, and choose the file format here on the bottom of the title. You have several options here, a lot. You have PPTX. PPTX is the latest one. If you have an older computer, for example, Office 97 to Office 2003, you need to save as PPT. Might probably those computers can't open PPTX. Okay, you can save as PPT. And you can also save as PDF. So this is a built-in option for Microsoft PowerPoint. Right? Let's say we try to save this as PDF. Huh? So we have options here, more options if you like to open. So you can set some things here, standard online publishing, or you want a minimum size. Okay, you can set that, and you can have some other option here. Okay, you want to put current slide or whatever, you can choose that. And there's some tools here. Also, you can set compress the image or general options. You can put password. Okay, you can put password if you wanted to. Okay, if not, you just click save. Okay, once the file is saved, let me open it from my folder here. Sorry, there is a presentation running. Okay, let me open the file where I put it. Teaching facts. Right. Start there. Let me try to save it again. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, it doesn't save it yet. Okay, save. Okay, sorry. It doesn't save it yet. Yeah, I have to wait for a while because it's trying to generate the PDF file. Okay, this is how you save your file or export your file. Sometimes you want to share this slide if you want to share people your slide with other people online, it is best for you to save it as PDF. You know why? Because PDF is able to be viewed in all platforms. You send it to your friend's phone. Your friend will be able to open without ever installing Microsoft Office. That's the beauty of PDF. Right? It is small. The file is small. People cannot tamper your file. Okay, you can put password, and then you can able people to view it on any platform without ever installing any PowerPoint application. So if I were to compare, okay, let me try to share this file with you. Sorry. Okay, if I were to compare this file, this is the file, PDF. So this is the original PowerPoint, because a lot of images that I put, high resolution images. The PowerPoint version is 22 megabytes. So the PDF version is 4.8. It's about 5 megabytes. So it's less, a lot less. So let's try to open it. Okay. Okay. If your computer doesn't have any PowerPoint, PDF reader, it will try to open in Microsoft Edge. Okay. Any browser can open this file. So that's the beauty of it. So this is the slide in PDF mode. So PDF mode, this is a video actually, but the video is not moving. Okay. So somehow everything is okay. Only that I don't have this. I don't have this. Let me show you. Oh yeah. I don't have any problem because my slide will only have one info per slide. So that is very straightforward. Okay, so hopefully this will help everyone to do your presentation more effectively. So your audience will capture what trying to convey, right? Okay. Any question? Okay. Okay. Lecturers also can try to experiment with this kind of slide. And remember, I normally see people like this. When I thought when I share with them with this strategy of doing a slide, they will say, "Oh my God!" You say what? Oh, now currently I'm using 3 slides. Now I need to create 12 slides. You see, because one info, one slide. So the answer is yes. Okay, you will have to create more slides. That's the reason why don't put page number. Okay, don't put page number. To use this kind of tactic or strategy, you don't put any slide numbers here. 1 out of 100, you will create another problem. Okay. You will create another problem. People will say, "Oh my God, we are still far away from finishing this." Okay, remove slide numbers. See, even just now I presented to you, time flies very quickly. And again, and you know what? To have an effective presentation, you have to sacrifice that. But the best thing, number of slides never ever never create a problem for the participant to understand. Never have been the problem. Okay, the problem is the amount of info inside your slide. So, and then another thing, the next slide is free. You can create 200 slides. You don't have to pay anything. So just create few hundred slides. It's okay. Never, it shouldn't be a problem, right? So maybe, okay, there's something here. Okay, okay. Share some FESS social media. Okay, and then if we use I think map, is it better using light colors? Like, okay, actually I'm not aware of I think map. Sorry. uh, but I think anything with dark color will help. I mean the background with dark color will help because it will focus on the things that you are going to show. Really, you try to experiment with it. Okay, maybe later I will try to take a look at I think map. Okay, it's new for me, so I learned something here. Okay, maybe I can write it down. It will be useful for me later on. All right. Okay. All right. So why not? I share you a few more slides that probably be useful for all of you. All of you. Okay. So for example, let me show you the first one. Okay. Just for a few more minutes. Is it okay, Madam Yeevon? Okay, right. Okay, for example, this is one example that I shared with my students. Okay, so this example of presentation have a lot of information. Okay, have a lot of information, and perhaps you might not probably be able to follow if the presentation is being made. For example, let me run this presentation. Just take a look at it. This is using Google Slides, Google Slide. So let's say this is a presentation of a group saying that this is their team. They are coming up with one topic, and they start with some problems. They say, can renewable energy really deliver? So they're trying to convey something, but there's a lot of things happening. Okay, I understand that. What they are trying to do is they will pause here a long period of time, and then they will try to explain. But if you're using this method, don't ever read. Don't read the title. German have generate 100% more. No, don't read. You just say that can renewable energy really deliver? So in 2017, this is what happened in Germany. Okay? The utility company have to pay them back for the amount of energy that they generated. That's it. Okay. People can read, so let them read. Okay, this is one good way of conveying your information. Just one info. Mission statement, solving image. Okay, fine. Okay, and then you have around 4 or 5. So this is around 5 or 6, something like that, info. So there's a supporting image, also a supporting image. Okay, but this is a lot of info already. Okay, this is good. Okay, okay, this is what they are trying to convey, but yet it's a lot of information. But they managed to use this color, red color, because they want to focus. Okay, this is fine, but this is a lot. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, right. So this is also a lot of information to be true. If you are showing this kind of thing, you don't talk a lot. You're saying that this is the specification and this is okay. Move to the next one. And this is quite okay also, because they have less wording. But the problem with this one is the title. Title is huge. So people are not looking at the system that they are trying to convey. They will say, system layout, cost RM2, RM3. People won't read this. The people will read this. Okay? This is also the same. People will read this. But if this is what they are trying to convey, that's okay. Okay, this is also supporting images with what they are trying to. Okay, this is supporting image, supporting title. Okay, this is still okay, right? But a lot of information is here. Okay, so try to avoid this. But there is a time where you can use this. For example, actually their target was to use this as a slideshow running 24/7. Okay, so there will be nobody explaining things. So that one is okay. All right. But if you are using this to present, then you are trying to make people confused quicker. Right. So another one. Okay, I'll show you another one. Second sample. So this one. Okay, this one is trying to apply the same concept just now we show. Okay, but in another twist. In this title, they try to use a lot of images. Okay, for example, they try to images and colors. You see, the automotive tag, but this is using colors to really capture people attention. So people will say, oh, this is an image of a car, 50 years of innovation. Oh, a lot of things is happening. So we start with a scope. This is a good way to start. You are trying to say, okay, I will talk about 3 things in my presentation: experience, safety, and what is the future of automotive. So first one, I want to talk about experience. Nowadays, cars come in what we call an enhanced driving experience. So the image here trying to say that the car moves so smoothly without any problem. So this will somehow give you a direct connection between you, anyone that drive a car, seeing this will understand that. Okay, so with that, what they talk about? What comfort? We are talking about comfort. So car now coming up with adjustable suspension. Not many cars will coming with this, but there are cars coming with this. So they have this adjustable suspension, air suspension. Okay, and this further enhance the use of active suspension system. So if you have this air suspension, you can use this. So you can see a car on the left having a wobbly motion. The other car just moves straight forward because they use this special active suspension system. Okay, and then talk about design efficiency with lower drag coefficient. What we're trying to say here is the design is very what we call streamlined. There's a line or smoke line showing that this car is very, very efficient. So what does it translate? It translates to better economy. Okay, the car can move faster, something like that. Okay, and then, okay, now I'm using what we call contrasting, because I'm removing contrast from the experience and also the future, and I'm focusing on the safety here. So now I want to talk about safety. So when we talk about safety, there's a lot of safety features. For example, this is illumination, smarter illumination. You know, some cars have this, the lights can move left and right. Okay, so BMWs normally have this. So when you turn left, it will turn left. And they also have this what we call projector light. It doesn't hurt people's eyes from the front. Okay, all those things. You see, in this slide, we don't have any word. You just smarter illumination and then we explain it. And supporting image. So people will try to understand because humans, they have this some curious effect. Okay, what's next? Something like that. You try to create all these things. And then this is a hybrid design showing that parts of the car with different material, showing that this is how we make a car much more having good strength, but yet light. So you see the front here, blue color, this is using high strength steel, not ultra high. Why? Because of this. Because impact. We want the car to, when you impact on something, it will absorb all those energy and turn it into something, turn it into a comfort zone. We call it comfort zone. So people inside here won't have this what we call inertia effect too much, too big, too huge. So this is a Tesla Model S, an electric car. Okay, this car is 5-star rated, all sides. Previously, we know Volvo have 5-star rating, but Volvo only have front and back. This car, all sides have 5-star. Okay, just try to focus. Try to take the audience. Okay, try to push the audience saying that this is the idea. And what is the future? So the future, currently, car is using what we call ICE, internal combustion engine technology. So internal combustion engine technology uses fuel, gas, diesel. And for your information, for the past 20 years, there is only 5% increase of efficiency. No more than that. We move stagnant, something like that. So there is a chart, but I just blur the chart out and focus on the numbers. So this is one style. We know that, oh, there's a data, but I want you to focus on this. So you can use that also. And then this is also one way you can show, saying that, okay, when you use ICE engine, you will get 75% carbon emission and 25% greenhouse gas. So that translates to this. And you use colors that really showing that, oh, this is bad. Red color normally show this. And you put some supporting images showing that a lot of smog, okay? This will help. And then the future is electric vehicle, show some of the images. You'll be able to utilize 100% clean energy. So when you say clean energy, you use color that support that clean energy, green color. Okay. And sometimes this is the thing that I want to say. What does it call? Not pictorial. What this call is, Madam Yeevon, do you know this? Well, I don't remember. It's something like, I don't remember this. This kind of image, what they call. Anyone have any?
Infographic.
Yes. Infographic. Okay. Thank you. Infographic. Okay. If you want to represent complicated ideas or info, the best way is to use infographics. Yes. Good. Thank you for that. I was looking for this word. Okay, and then I just actually the things here is jumbled up, but I just managed to put it in a term that people can remember, something like a mnemonic. Okay, feeds. I just call it a feeds. So what are feeds? Normally, electric car have a lot of features, easy to use, economical. You don't have to put in fuel. Even our electric bills now is just 20 cents per kilowatt hour, something like that. Per 200 kilowatt hours. Okay, and then it's very efficient. It's desirable. It looks so catchy. Okay, and simple, silent. It is spacious. Doesn't have any engine. So these are the things. Actually, it doesn't. I just put it in the way that I can say as a word, kids, something like that. So this is also a supporting image. Doesn't have any word, only the word coming from the original image. A quarter-mile drive, Lamborghini, okay, versus Tesla Model S. So for the half mile, that electric car won. But after that, you finish. The Lamborghini take it. Okay, so for the conclusion, okay, sometimes you can have more info on this, but we can stop it here. For the conclusion, the future is electric car, and I hope that one day Malaysia also will have this car on the road one day. So with that, thank you for the presentation. So this is one way you can do things. Okay, so I think I've shown enough. Okay, a lot already, and I hope that this will help everyone to. Sorry, this is not the slide. Okay, this is it. So I hope that everyone be able to get the message that I'm trying to convey today, and hopefully everyone can benefit out of it. Okay, so with that, I think we have another 15 minutes. I think that's it for today. Is there any more question? You can email me. Okay, email me for darnalis@unicel.edu.my, or you can message me anytime. Okay, you can get my number from Madam Yeevon, perhaps. But if I didn't reply to your message, please give me some time. It's been a very hectic week for PPDM. We are doing this tagging process automatically. Okay, so it takes us a lot of data. Around per day, we are processing about 5,000 data per day, something like that. So with that, thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Danalis, for the wonderful and insightful workshop. Yeah. Numerous results, right? We found that audience actually can read faster than they can listen, than you speak. So if you have everything crammed together in the slides, it's actually eventually people will just reading rather than listen to you. So no point for you to do the presentation, right? So that's why I think Mr. Danalis is giving us a very, very informative kind of workshop. And I hope it's beneficial to you, not only to you and also myself. I particularly impressed with the equation part and also the animation, as well as the end product. I think that is wonderful. Yeah, so I hope our students here, you're so new to the presentation, or you have already been doing it. So start seeing how Mr. Danalis is actually doing it and stick to the rules. I think that will definitely increase some marks for you for the presentations. Yeah. So just last one here. I just wonder, is there any questions you want to ask Mr. Danalis or myself, or is there any questions here? All right, I think they have asked the questions all the way, they have been typing and asking you to repeat and asking you to,
Okay. No problem.
they have been responding. So I think I think that's all for today lah. I think that's all for the slide. And thank you so much, Encik Danalis. Really, really thank you so much for this.
Sorry for my language. My English is not that good.
It's fine.
I try my best.
No, I think it's good. I think it's good. It's understandable. We all know what is it, because you're showing it you're doing a hands-on. Yeah, really. Thanks a lot. All right. So I just have a message to the students. Yeah, I think this is the end of our session already. But before you go, can you see the link here? Yeah, the FESS has been giving you the link. This is actually a link for you to sign your attendance today, as well as the certificate. Okay, as well as the certificate. So before you go, you click on the link and then you fill in the form first. Okay, I want to make it the last because some people, they just go. So I want to send this attendance and also the certificate by the end of the day. All right, so if there's no questions, so I'll be seeing you. Yeah, happy studying and welcome to Unicel. So I see you and have a very good weekend. Yeah, welcome. Right, sign in, and if there's any question, please contact me. Okay, please contact me. Yeah, if you couldn't sign in or if you have any technical problem. Right, once again, thank you, Encik Danalis. Yeah, I'll be.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, you are such an expert to this.
I'm just sharing what I know, but I'm not the expert.
But I think we're pretty good. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, you may leave after you sign the attendance. You may leave. Yeah, and have a good weekend. So I'll see you.